Well, as our good friend from the fertile farmlands of Illinois' UXW Bill would probably undoubtedly agree, sometimes in life, one of the best things besides owning a 3800 base vehicle is owning two of them. This is a 1991 Pontiac Bonneville SSE. And I had no intentions of buying another car. I finally got my yard cleared out of the cars I had that just were really too far gone to do anything else with. They did go to good homes. The green Opal went to a guy that's going to restore it and fix it up, and the convertible Dodge went to someone that's going to repair it and give it to his wife, I think. But anyway, like I said, I had no intentions of buying another car, but I was looking at something else at one of these little pawn shop type places that I always check out, and that was a total POS. You know what POS means. It was a Mercury Mystique, and the only reason I was looking at it was for gas mileage, you know, and driving that truck every day. It's kind of eating a hole in my wallet. And I happened to notice this car sitting next to it, and the way it goes up there, some of those cars that they haul in off of repo, some are ready to sell and some aren't. The Mercury Mystique was not ready to be sold, and it's a good thing. I wouldn't have bought it anyway, but this one was. So got this thing dirt cheap, scrap value pretty much. It does run. I'm assuming it does drive. It's your typical 20-year-old car. It's got a lot of good points. It's got some bad points, and I'll point those out. Point. Now I'll tell you a little story on this, give you a little backstory on these cars. This is a 91, and I graduated school in 1989. And I remember when these cars first came out, and they were just one of the most attractive cars that were out back then, besides a Trans Am. And I just thought these things were so cool. I've never really been crazy about the wheels on them, but they're unique. They're 16s, by the way. And so this one reminds me of that a lot. It reminds me of how old I am now. But I saw this car and I thought, well, for the money, I just can't pass it up, because it's got a few issues that need repaired, which for me it's easy to repair, but most people that ain't got any money, you're looking for a cheap car, they will not touch something like this. So let's just give it a walk around and see what we got here. First thing I have to repair on this car is it's got some issue with the power window or the regulator or whatever. You can see the door glass is kind of down in there, and they've been taping it and trying to keep it up and everything. Look at that. Somebody has, you know what this trick is, somebody's been trying to keep it from being repoed. Painting the windshield there. I'll have to clean that off. It's got a little bit of denting here, a little shallow dent. The paint's not all that bad on it. Typical GM stuff, you know. A little bit of fading on the trunk lid. It's got this stereo system. It's got speakers everywhere. You can see that there's 4 back here. They may or may not be blown by now. It's got all the ground effects and all that. This is the good side, and you'll soon see why I say that. Look at this tire. You think it's dry rotted? Just a little? Yikes. What if it's got a gas cap? Oh yeah, good. No bees either. It's actually, the ground effects are not in that bad of shape. It's missing the label over here. A little doohickey there, emblem. And these tail lights are in pretty rough shape. These are not, the SE and the SSE shared these kind of, you know, louvered blackout tail lights as they are, and I'm sure a good set for this maybe all kinds of money. And you know, I'm kind of looking at this, I'm thinking I might just take that exterior plastic part that remains off here if I can do it pretty easily. Well, I don't care if it's easy or not. I just mainly do it without cracking up the taillights, because you see this part still looks pretty neat. And I remember that back in the late 80s, one of the biggest things, this is for blackouts, but putting these stripes on stuff, blacking out your taillights was just such, with these stripes was the biggest thing. Even the factory, you can see, did that. And somebody has lost an antenna. I'm going to fix that right away. Improve that. Now over here, we got a little unscheduled body work. I'm assuming that at some point somebody got in a little Fender Bender and it's broke the ground effects off and put a dent in it right here, which I can pull that out. It's not a big deal. The only thing I want to be sure is that it's not bent the axle. But these cars are everywhere in the junkyard, so it's the same. This is H body. This is the same as what is that? It's the same as like a Olds 98, Olds 88, something like that, in a Buick Electra. So that's the worst part of the body right there. I'll have to deal with that. But the main thing is going to be to get a usable wheel for it, and that won't be cheap, because these things are, there weren't many of these made and all that. So it's got, looks like another window issue here. But it's missing a mirror, and it is badly going to have a windshield. It's a second damn windshield I have to put in. Damn it. Look at that, it was just laying on there. Someone over there is the same way. I tell you what, I'm not trying to throw off on people that don't have any money, but these people just, really, if you don't have enough money to keep a car at least usable, don't own one. Take a bus or get a moped or do something else. Don't try to operate a vehicle that you can't afford to keep it safe. You know what I'm saying? The front end looks pretty good on it. Everything's there. Headlights look good. It's actually got driving lights. I think they do work. I think I tested them a little bit. I'll show you something kind of interesting. I think this car has it. Yeah, it does. You see these? Woohoo! These are headlight washers. Got them over here also. So I don't know if that's going to work or not, but it needs a wash job. Yeah, it's probably not going to look quite as good when it's dry, because that paint's a little faded. But let's go ahead and look on the inside and check it out. And the worst part of the inside that I've seen, besides the seat needing ass protection because it's so wet, let me close this. Beeper will quit. Is, although it works, somebody has mangled the ignition cylinder, which is unusual because I got the keys to it. But luckily, I've got the key that fits that one right here. But check out this interior. It's not all in bad shape at all. It's not as beat up as some of them I've gotten. But this sucker is just pretty loaded. Lock button's looking rough there, but it's got Twilight Sentinel. It's got a compass over here, if you can believe that. I did not see that come on, but it's got like a little road illustration come up. And it's got that. That's like the poor man's 20-year-old GPS system, I guess. It's just got some lights that come on here. It's got a driver's information center here. It just tells you, it's really neat. It lights up. You see the commercials for them. It lights up like an arcade over here. But this one didn't light up either, so I don't know if it's burn up or what. But the instruments seem to all work. Well, check this out. This car has only got 133,000 miles on it. It's got lights up here. They come on. They do come on. It's got map lights here, map lights there. Really ugly roof. It's got speakers, 2 speakers in the doors on each side. What's that say? Can I read that? What's it? What is that say? I can't read that. What is it? Let me open the door. Oh, over here. There it is. Performance sound. Well, here's the head unit to the performance sound. And you guys are younger than me. I'm 39 now. Believe it or not, back in the day, this was as good a sound system. This was it, man. This was highfalutin. You got your fader and your balance and your equalizer, your tape player, tuning, seat scan. It must be those 5 right there with nothing around them. It must be your presets. Look at this. It's even got a button down here. I don't know what that says. I know what it says right here. What this one does. Whoops. Little slider for the gain. It's got the steering wheel buttons for the radio, preset, seek, one way or the other, volume up and down, AM, FM, mute, fade, horn, works. Oh yeah, it's even got it for the automatic climate control, which it has, you'll see over here. I don't know if the air or anything works, I haven't tried that yet. Temperature up and down, mode, fan up and down. So this was, I remember this being a big thing. This was, you know, no airbag. We didn't get an airbag, but back then that was a bragging rights if you had controls for stuff on the steering wheel, which you still do now. That's not, you know, nothing very interesting anymore. But look over here. I remember all this now. Look at all the adjustments for this seat. It's got seat back and forth, which doesn't work. Got up and down, which also doesn't work. The back tilt. Key might have to be on to do this. Let's see if I can turn it to accessory and see if it works. But usually, I didn't think it had to be for that. Something burned up here. It's got. Yeah, it's not doing anything. I'm gonna have to turn that back to, I guess that's off. Battery goes dead. I know it's not off. But we'll look at these. This is seat back and forth, seat up and down, tilt rear of the seat back tilt. This must be the tilt for the cushion here, the neck restraint thing. Well, the seat is tilted back. This one looks like, push this one, it'll send you through the windshield. No, not really. That one tilts, it goes up and down the other way. Well, I guess that's the lower back support. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Uh-oh, something worked. Oh, yeah. I can feel right in my lower back. It's pushing out when I do it this way. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, boy, it's like going to the chiropractor. Don't feel that one doing anything. Uh-oh. Oh, yeah, there it comes. Huh. Oh, yeah, okay. Let's see here. Oh, yeah, look at that. Can you see that? Wonderful. Oh, it's like getting, if this thing just vibrated, I'd get a massage in here. Oh, there's the radio. I thought I turned that off. No, I guess I didn't. I'm having trouble with the ignition switch here. Hang on a second. Boy, that thing is really... Oh, wait a minute. I bet there's off. Okay. Thought I might have that retained power stuff. Anyway, the rest of its back seats just looks normal. But that's, get some lights back there. Let's see if I can get these to come on. I was saying these were just the top of the line Bonneville back then. Oh man, I got just that part. That's sticking out too much here. There. We're top of the line car back then. Yeah, there we go. A light back there, and there, right there, right there, under the dash. Right. Whoops, whoops, whoops. Okay, I just got this car. I'm still trying to figure it out. This is your left and right seat adjustments. So, ooh, that one's doing something. There it goes. Let me back this out a little bit. Must be the motor over here. Must be battery connection or something. Look at that, isn't it neat? See it come out? Let's see what this one does. Not working too good. I guess I better not try that too much. That reminds me of the Planes, Trains, and Automobiles where the old John Candy's over there trying to get the seat adjusted, and it sounds like the damn gears are stripping out of it. Oh, yeah, up there. Looks like one of these two level. There it is. Screws down in there, a couple screws. If you notice one thing, this car is not as nasty as some of them. Boy, that windshield's in rough shape. Well, I can't believe this video is already 17 minutes long. Oh, yeah, that's nice. Somebody's has a redneck. There's nothing in there. Got the redneck glove box latch there. Alright. Well, guys, this thing's already 17 minutes. I'm going to turn it off and start a fresh one.